Let's dive into something pretty incredible today. We're looking at how one of the world's most important financial institutions isn't just, dabbling in artificial intelligence, it's rebuilding its entire company around it. And we're not talking about some small-scale test here. This is a full-blown system overhaul, and we're going to break down exactly how they're pulling it off. Okay, to really get a sense of just how big this is, start with this number, 20,000. Let that sink in. That's how many of their employees are now actively building their own AI agents. These are basically little AI programs designed to automate all sorts of tasks. So we're not talking about a small team of coders tucked away in a back room. No, this is a company-wide movement putting AI tools directly into the hands of people all across the business. And this quote from the bank's chief data and AI officer just says it all, doesn't it? We're not building side projects. We're changing how the bank works. This isn't about creating a few cool tools or some shiny little projects. The goal here is to fundamentally rewire the core processes of the entire institution. So yeah, this is a massive bet on AI. But you have to ask, why would a financial institution with so much at stake go all in on a technology that's still pretty new? Well, let's get into their strategy. First, you have to understand the context here. This place is responsible for nearly $58 trillion in assets. I mean, that's a number that's kind of hard to wrap your head around. It's a key part of the global economy's circulatory system. And at that scale, trust is absolutely everything. Any major tech change has to be handled with extreme care. So instead of just sitting back and waiting to see what happens, or locking AI away in a small tech department, they made a really bold strategic move. The plan was to democratize it, to put generative AI tools into the hands of everyone across the entire company and teach them how to use these tools responsibly. So the big question is, how do you actually get 20,000 people to become AI builders safely and, effectively? Well, it all starts with the engine room of this whole transformation, their AI for Everyone platform.
They went and built an internal platform called Eliza. But here's the thing. Eliza isn't just another piece of software. It was designed from the ground up to be a new system of work. Basically, it's an environment where any employee can feel confident building with AI because all the safety and governance is already baked right in.
And this is their guiding principle. It's a simple idea, but it's incredibly ambitious. AI for everyone, everywhere, and in everything. That really shows you just how deeply they believe this technology is going to be a part of every single thing they do. But of course, in an industry this regulated, you can't have this kind of wild innovation without some serious safety measures. And this is where their approach to governance is key, because they've managed to frame it not as a roadblock, but as something that actually speeds things up. They set up this super clear three-tiered system of human oversight. First, you've got a data use review board that looks at things like intellectual property, privacy, and security. Then there's an AI release board that gives the final green light before anything actually goes live. And then at the top, an enterprise AI council provides that high-level strategic direction for the whole firm. And here's the most important part. This governance isn't some dusty manual checklist that people have to follow. No way. It's built directly into the Eliza platform itself. All the security, all the permissions, all the oversight, it's automated at the system level. This makes the safe path the easy path for every single user. It's brilliant. Okay, so we've got the strategy, we've got the safety net, but is any of this actually working? Is it making a real difference? Let's take a look at the AI in action and see the tangible impact it's having. Check this out. The company rolled out a training program called Make AI a Habit Month, just short daily training sessions, and the result? As you can see on this chart, a 46% surge in the number of AI agents employees were building. It just proves that when you invest in teaching people, it pays off, immediately. And these agents are delivering some serious results. For example, there's a contract review assistant that has cut the time spent on legal reviews by 75%. It went from 4 hours down to just 1. There's an HR agent that now gives instant, consistent answers to policy questions. And over in risk management, agents are proactively finding signals so analysts don't have to search for them manually. These are real game changers. But maybe the most important change of all is in the culture. The whole dynamic is shifting away from having more meetings to actually experimenting together. Teams are building things, sharing their AI agents with other teams, and creating this incredible flywheel of innovation, where one team's breakthrough becomes the starting point for another's. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, what does it all add up to? Well, it's basically a powerful blueprint for enterprise AI. It offers some really critical lessons for any big company trying to figure out this transition. So the key lessons are pretty clear. First, use the risk frameworks you already have. Don't start from scratch. Second, create shared responsibility with teams from all across the company. Third, and this is a big one, make governance invisible by building it right into your tools. Fourth, invest heavily in training and in your company culture. And finally, build with the right external partners, because the tech is only as good as the people and systems that support it. And this all leads us to a really provocative final thought. An executive involved in this whole project believes AI is becoming the new operating system for business. When you look at this massive overhaul, you got to wonder if they're right. Is this what the future of every major company is going to look like? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.